Throughout our entire lives, we've been followed around those green or blue plastic bins at the front of the room where we throw away our paper scraps and plastic water bottles. We've been taught from a young age that recycling is important, but as kids, we never really knew why we were recycling and what kind of impact it made. As we grow older, we become more aware of how much trash we actually produce and we take it a little more seriously. For those who are unaware on how to recycle, what items can be recycled, and what impact it has on not only our society, but our planet as a whole, I hope this speech gives you a better idea. According to Wikipedia, recycling is the process of converting waste materials into new materials and objects. To start recycling at home, you should first wash the items that you plan to recycle as well as you can, and then do some research on what you can recycle and what your community's recycling policies are. For example, if you have a curbside recycling service where all you need to do is set your bin on the side of the curb and wait for city workers to come pick it up, there are some rules you need to follow. For the Council Bluffs schedule, 1 week is known as Green Week, which picks up plastic and metal recyclables, and the following week is Blue Week, which picks up paper, cardboard, and glass recyclables. The City of Council Bluffs website states that residents who choose to use the curbside recycling program should have at least 2 bins and 1 lid. Having 2 separate bins makes it easier to sort your items and makes it less confusing for everybody involved. For people who do not want to pay the $18 a month curbside fee, you can either take your items to the Council Bluffs Recycling Center yourself or take them to the Super Saver or Family Fair parking lot and store your items into one of these. And if you're trying to make a quick buck, you can take your aluminum cans or glass bottles into Hy-Vee or Walmart for a 5-cent return. These few extra dollars add up quickly, especially if you drink soda or beer often. So now you might be thinking to yourself, wow, that seems simple enough, and you're right, it is. The only challenging part is knowing what is and what is not recyclable. Styrofoam products such as egg cartons, cups, and plates are not recyclable because there is no technology available to do so yet. Styrofoam is made of polystyrene, which is a compound that lingers in landfills for years. Glass bottles and jars are household items that can be recycled over and over again without losing any quality. But there are some glass items that your recycling centers won't take, such as glass cooking dishes, light bulbs, and car windshields. Most centers have a limited amount of machinery, so they have to be very careful about what they throw in there. Just one object in the wrong category has the power to ruin an entire batch of reusable material. Another non-recyclable that may or may not be a no-brainer is takeout containers and pizza boxes. Even if you clean those well as you can, there's no way to fully remove the grease or food stains that have soaked into the cardboard. And just to add a few more to the list, wrapping paper that has been laminated, photographic film, microwave containers, hardcover books, frozen food boxes, and binders are unfortunately sent to the landfill. It's always important to do some in-depth research on what is recyclable before doing so. According to learner.org, the United States generates approximately 230 billion tons of trash per year. That's approximately 4.6 pounds per person per day. In retrospect, that doesn't seem like much trash for one person, but if one person's making 4.6 pounds per day, that's 1,679 pounds per year per person. And there are roughly 62,000 people living in Council Bluffs, so that means our city makes up over 288,000 tons of trash per year. And besides landfills, where does our trash go? It's in our oceans, it's in our animals, it's underground, or it's up in flames. When trash is burned, there are so many different dangerous chemicals that are released into the air, and it's detrimental to our health. For starters, carbon monoxide is released into the air. At low levels of exposures, humans may experience a variety of neurological symptoms, including headache, fatigue, vomiting, or nausea. Ash residue is also produced, which can contain toxic metals such as lead, mercury, chromium, and arsenic, which are hazardous when they are inhaled. Now, of course, we all knew that our waste production was affecting the earth somehow, but I'm willing to bet that most of you didn't realize how bad it was. There's nothing we can do about items that have no choice but to end up in the landfill, but we can definitely do our part and make sure that the items that are available to be reused and recycled are used that way. Now you all know what recycling is and how to do so, what items can and cannot be recycled, and what happens when we choose to be careless. Now eventually we will run out of places to store our trash, and our world will become unsustainable. And by that time, everyone will be doing whatever possible to reverse the damage. But by that time, it will be too late. So we must do what we can to make sure we never see that day. Recycling is an easy yet impactful decision that will protect our only home for as long as we can.